If you have multiple instances of Serum in your Ableton Live project and you want to control them individually, there's a major problem. Yes, you can use Live's internal mapping mode to map your controls to Serum, but if you map your controls to another Serum instance, you'll then be controlling both instances at once. To only control the new instance, you'll need to delete the mappings from the previous instance each time. It's not possible to use Live's mapping mode to control the instance of Serum on the currently selected track only. Serumify is our new premium MIDI remote script which automatically finds and maps your controls to Serum each time you select a new track in your project. I'll walk you through its features. In this track, I'll add an instance of Serum and expose some parameters. I can instantly control them using the encoders on my MIDI Fighter Twister. No manual MIDI mapping was needed. The Serumify script automatically mapped my Twister's encoders to Serum's exposed parameters. If I change to a new track and do the same, the Twister now controls the new Serum instance. And again, no mapping or remapping was needed. Everything was done automatically by the Serumify script. I still have control of Serum if I do any of the following. If I add MIDI effects before Serum, if I put Serum inside an instrument rack, if I add multiple chains in the instrument rack, I can control Serum on the selected chain. And if I add MIDI effects before Serum on the selected chain. LED feedback is bi-directional. So when I change tracks, the encoder LEDs update to match the new instance. This avoids value jumps when I turn the encoders. And if I use the cursor to move a parameter, the encoder LED updates also. If there's no parameter attached to an encoder, its LED will turn off. As this instance of Serum only has 4 exposed parameters, the other 12 LEDs are off. When I turn an encoder which has a parameter attached, the name displays in the status bar. So even if the Serum device is collapsed or out of view, I can still see which parameters I'm controlling. I can change the parameter order and the MIDI controller instantly updates to match it. If I select a Serum device, remove all parameters from its configure section and open it, I can click any parameter and control it using the first encoder on the Twister. Ableton allows up to 128 exposed parameters per VST device. With the Serumify script, you can control them all. The parameters are split into 8 virtual pages, each containing 16 parameters. Use the top 8 buttons to select a virtual page. A status message tells you the virtual page which has been activated, and the blue LEDs below each encoder shows which page is active. The MIDI Fighter Twister itself has 4 banks of MIDI encoders and buttons. Each bank uses a different set of MIDI messages. The Serumify script only uses the first bank, meaning you're free to use Ableton's internal MIDI mapping mode for the controls on all other banks without affecting the script. Serumify is a lightweight MIDI remote script which runs natively in Ableton Live. This means you don't need Max for Live or any other plugin. Install it once, then it's ready to go every time that you load Ableton Live or a new project. Serumify is currently only for the MIDI Fighter Twister, but based on demand, we want to make it available for other MIDI controllers. If you have a specific MIDI controller which you want to use it with, then we want to hear from you. Click the link in the description to go to the request form and let us know your request.